Ladies and gentlemen, I have a favor to ask of you. Today, I'm gonna be making a purchase, but I'm not gonna make it until I get your approval. You see, our friends, who we call the Lost Boys, it's another YouTube channel. They were out here a couple of years ago filming with us, helping us out. He hit me up the other day and said, hey, we're gonna come out and film with you guys again this summer, help us with a bunch of different stuff. And I'm also gonna bring a boat that I want you to test out. And if you like it, I want you to buy it. And I was like, all right, well, I've already got a bunch of boats, but I'm a sucker for, you know, Army watercraft and Army vehicles in general. So bring it out and let's see what it is. So we're getting ready to jump on an 11-meter rib. Rib stands for rigid inflatable boat. So it's very similar to my other big green Navy boat, but the difference is it has these big inflatable pontoons rather than like the big foam collars that my boat has. Little different engines, different jet pumps, but overall very similar characteristics. So we're gonna see today if this boat can outperform my big Navy boat, which by the way is at the shop right now getting all kinds of work done. We're dumping a ton of money into it, giving it full joystick controls, like it's gonna be dialed in. So I need you guys to tell me what you think. Is this boat worth it or should I pass? Let's go check it out. All right, before we get into this boat test, I wanna address one of the main questions that we get asked all the time, and it's how do you start a business? How do you grow your business? How do you make more money? What kind of side hustles work to make money? And those are all really good questions, and they're not always easy to answer. But I have some very valuable information for you guys today. So if you're looking for a way to make more money or take your business to the next level, listen. June 13th, there's an event, a worldwide mastermind event being put on by Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. Two great friends of mine and two extremely intelligent people. These guys know how to make money, just flat out, they know how to do it. And they are putting on a 3-day event. So the 13th, 14th, and 15th, it's 3 hours a day and it's free and you can join from your computer anywhere in the world. And they're literally gonna give you all of the steps you need to take to be able to sell your own information. So whatever you have here in your head, they're gonna help you package it up and you can sell it to people. So if you know how to make really good bread, or if you know how to solve really complex financial issues, whatever the knowledge is that you have, it's valuable and you can sell it. And the best part is you don't have to warehouse it, you don't have to store it, you don't have to ship it, you don't have to do anything. You just have to put it down so that people can understand it and they'll pay you for it and you'll be providing them with an incredible service. So this event that starts tomorrow, it's called The Game Has Changed, because it really has. So this message is for any of you who want to make more money or take your business or life to the next level. I need you guys to please click the link in my description below, go to deanandtonylive.com/dieselbrothers, and you're gonna get a free ticket to this event. This is normally like a few $1,000s and it's not gonna cost you anything, but you have to click the link right now and register, because if you don't register before the event starts, then it's gonna be too late and I would hate to see you guys miss out on this. So this is not something that I'm trying to sell you. It's not something that, you know, I'm trying to pitch you on. I'm just simply telling you, if you want access to some really powerful information that's gonna help you make a lot more money, well then just click the link in my description below and join us for the mastermind event June 13th, 14th, and 15th. Like I said, it's only 3 hours a day. You can do it from the comfort of your own home or your computer or wherever. It's just an online event, and there's probably gonna be about 1 million people across the world there, so you don't wanna miss out. So guys, do yourself a favor, click the link below and get signed up for this event. Like I said, it's free and I really think you'll regret it if you don't. All right, so real quick, before we get this party started, I wanna show you what we're working with for power. You've got the Cat 3126 Marine Series, one of the most common engines in the world, and they're okay. They're not huge powerhouses, but when they marinize them, meaning they make them for boats, they make some upgrades to them that make them run quite a bit better. And the way they do that is they use the lake water to actually cool the engine. So they'll run lake water through the intake and exhaust manifolds, so it cools it all down. So overheating is never really an issue as long as you've got good pumps pushing water through the system. So these engines are probably, wow, they've got these bitches turned up. 470 horse is what these things are supposed to be making each. Probably doable. It's got Hamilton jet drive pumps, which I've been pretty happy with my Hamilton pumps. And as you can see, it's got 2 identical engines, which 470, so what is that, like 940 horsepower? Oh my God! 14,000 pounds. I mean, that's a lot of boat. Okay, so first impressions are pretty good. The starboard engine is not building boost very quickly. It's got something going on with the turbo, so It's gonna need a little bit of tune-up. I think that engine was probably rebuilt, or the port engine was rebuilt not too long ago. The starboard engine looks like it might be a little worn out. It's got lower oil pressure reading, but still feels pretty decent. Very fast throttle response once it does spool up. It has really good traction. Those jet pumps feel like they're placed in the water in a really good spot, so they don't feel like they're cavitating at all. The maneuverability is definitely better than my other big riverine patrol boat. Now that we've kind of got a feel for it, now we're gonna start doing some maneuvers to see how it does. First maneuvers we're gonna be doing are high speed, basically 180-degree turns, which is what these boats were originally built for. You know, if you're heading into combat zone or something and something's not going right, you got to get out of there. You flip it right around as quick as you can, and it does literally a 180-degree turn and back to full speed. Sometimes they're supposed to do it within like 1 boat length. I don't think it'll do it in 1 boat length, but it'll do it pretty damn fast, and that includes getting back up to speed. So we're gonna do some left and some right-hand turns, some 180s, some 360s, and then we'll move on to the bucket stops, which you're not gonna wanna miss the bucket stops. So if you're thinking about scrolling away, clicking on a different video, you should hold up for a second and wait for that, because bucket stops are pretty damn wild. You're gonna see this boat come to a complete stop very abruptly. And did you fly out before?
Yeah, I've flown out.
Yeah, he flew out on a bucket stop before, so we're gonna try our best not to throw any men overboard, but at the same time, it's kind of every man for himself, so let's see what you can do.
You want to hold on with both hands. That was good.
So we got an issue with the starboard side engine. As soon as it hits 2,500 RPMs, it just cuts out. So I'm pretty sure these are mechanical engines. They might have computers. I got to take a look. You know, dig into that. I want to show you some of the maneuverability features. So right here on this boat, you've got a bunch of different levers. Back of the jet drive pump, there's basically like a cup that sits up like this, and the jet thrust comes out. When you want to go in reverse, you lower that lever and it puts this diverter in front of the stream of water, so it makes the water actually shoot backwards so you can get some reverse control. One thing I love about joystick jet drive boats like this is the maneuverability of being able to turn around. Like, we're in a very tight spot, right? Well, let's say we want to flip around and go back that way without having to get up to speed. Well, you just take one bucket, put it forward, one bucket, put it backwards, and it'll spin right in place like a full 360. And if I need to go the other direction, just swap the angle of the buckets. Pretty damn good. So now we're gonna try a bucket stop, although we're not gonna be able to get a great one because that engine's not making full power. But a bucket stop, what it'll do is you got that stream of thrust coming out of the back of the boat pushing us forward. The bucket comes down in front of it and basically puts the boat immediately in reverse. So what you're gonna see happen is the front of the boat's gonna go oof, kind of sink into the water, and the back's gonna come up and it's gonna make a big splash, and we should stop pretty quick, so we'll see. Check that turbo one more time. The wastegate just keeps cracking open. Wait, what's that giant tube right there? Oh, that's what the intake was.
I put a rag in there just to keep the water out of it.
So you have boost gauges up there?
Yeah, and then anytime it hits 2,500 RPM, it just drops all boost. And the way it's building boost, it's almost like the wastegate's stuck.
Hey, what is it? What are you saying? What is happening exactly? Like, it's taking forever to build boost, or it's building boost and then not building boost, or it's
All of the above.
choppy?
Just yes to everything.
Yeah.
Well, you just said yes.
So maybe it's just the right amount of bucket stop versus the...
No, it's not enough unless you're flying out.
Maybe we should all take turns standing on the minigun mount and see who can stay in the boat on a bucket stop.
That's a good idea.
Maybe they should put in the comments below who's going to stay in. I bet Hunter doesn't even fall off the mount.
Because it's different elevation than
Did we check the
Narnia
spark
or
plugs?
wherever you guys are from.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Well, it's diesel, so
Did we check the spark plugs?
I did.
You did? Okay, all right. As long as somebody did.
Water. That's a good sign.
How many times did you take it out?
Yes.
So
3 maybe. And then we replaced every single belt. Then we took it out again for a couple hours.
No issues other than that one
Never
issue.
had it. We just had it out here for almost an hour, no problems.
Well, I think maybe the issue might lie in. Do you understand what the what a problem is? You know, maybe you just don't fully understand a good running machine and a bad running machine.
Are you saying we have a problem with this? I'm not picking up what you're putting down if you're putting something down here.
If he asks for the Sawzall next, then we know we have a problem.
I want to shout out to the
Stand on the side like you were, I thought I was gonna die.
So since our engine on the right hand side is not working very well, we're going to improvise real quick, do some surfing, see if it'll make a surf wave, and then we're going to probably take it back to the shop and figure out what's going on with that turbo, because right now you can't do much with it, but that engine keeps on cutting out. So we'll see what Hunter thinks on the surfboard. Hunter, what are you doing?
Doing a little surf sesh. My buddy just showed up. I had a ski rope and a surfboard, so let's see if we can surf behind this boat.
We're right in and out of our lives again in a matter of hours.
Just like that, he's gone again.
Well, my friends, that's it for today's lake trial of the 11-meter rib. Went pretty well. It actually it's more maneuverable than I was expecting, a little bit sportier than I was expecting. Normally when you get boats, you know, over the 24, 25 foot mark, you don't expect them to be real sporty. This is a 33, 34, 35 foot boat, and it's very nimble. So we're gonna get it back to the shop and check out the turbo, see what's going on with it, see if we can get full power out of it, because if we're able to get full power, we could have a lot of fun with that boat out on a river or something. Maybe go do a recovery while these guys are in town. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy it yet, but I'm definitely gonna continue to fiddle with it. So we'll see what you guys think. Drop a comment below, and I don't know if this is gonna be a complete video or whether we're gonna pick this back up once we get the turbo fixed out and try to do something useful with the boat. So we'll see.